my thought here is each time I get new vinyl, I'm going to show me opening them and then showing you what they are. So I mean, I usually know what's coming, but sometimes I'll get 2 or 3 at once and not know exactly which ones are in there. So, up through, I don't know, 15, 20 new vinyls, however much makes a substantial video. So this may actually take place over several weeks to maybe a couple of months. My appearance may change drastically during that time. I don't know. Each time I get new vinyls, you'll just join me as I open them instead of just getting 20 and eventually showing you like a new pile. And that said, I just got 2 more in the mail. At least I think it's only 2. This top one's kind of thick. Alright, so this first one is from Fort Myers, Florida. I don't even remember exactly what part of the world I'm buying these vinyls from, so that doesn't give me any more clarification as to what exactly is in there. Here. Okay. Oh, get $5 off your next purchase. Well, if I can get this out of here. That's the kind of stuff I like to see. Here we go. Dire Straits. Their first album, I believe, released in '78. So I got to eventually have all of Dire Straits stuff. I have to. They're still one of my favorite bands of all time, and I've always loved this very... what's the term? Why can't I remember the term? It's where... when you do art, but the imagery is not... It's abstract. God, son. And yeah, so this is their very first album, the one that has Sultans of Swing on it. It's probably their most well-known song from that album. Look at these boys. How's the state of this piece of vinyl, though? That's what I want to see. Oh, that's shiny. I'm getting a rainbowy sheen off of there. This thing is in good shape. Glad to see it. Always glad to see it. So now I officially have half of Dire Straits' albums. They did 6. I now officially have 3. Still need to get Communique, Brothers in Arms, and if I can, On Every Street, which was their last album. But that gets us rolling in this video. This I got from Trexlertown, Pennsylvania. Hell yeah, brother. Trexlertown. Yeah, this is a very thick, look at how thick that is. Man, there's only one vinyl, but I wonder if they just padded it up hardcore. They were like, we take care of our customers. Cardboard, out. Yep, this is what I thought it would be. However, I want to... It's in bubble wrap. That adds a little bit to the thickness of the package. But I mean, I've wanted this one for a long time, and it's usually been fairly expensive when I've tried to find it in the past. And that is, my dad had this on vinyl. I listened to it a few times on vinyl, and now I was like, I want to get this on vinyl if I can get it on vinyl. Hotel, get out of here. Hotel California, the one and only. Look at that interior. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at all these people hanging out, being buds. And everybody except the members of the band look very strange, even the ones that are smiling. Anyway, yeah. Always wanted to get this. And again, this is another vinyl that my dad had that I should have stolen when I left home, and I would have had no regrets. 2 of my most favorite songs by the Eagles are on here, that being The Last Resort and Wasted Time. What about the condition of this someday? Yeah, I always remember this for some reason stood out to me, like the middle part, like this is how the middle of the vinyl looks, that the font, the colors, and it's in pretty good shape. There's a few marks, but nothing that's probably going to make it skip a lot or anything like that. So, score. I think I now like Dire Straits, who did 6 albums. Before, they got back together, and they did, what was it, Long Road Out of Eden? Is that what it was called? I can't remember for some reason at this moment. But when they were initially together, they did 6 albums, and I have 3 of those now. Yeah, I don't have the first album, I don't have Desperado, and I don't have The Long Run. The Long Run you can get for pretty cheap, I found. Probably because, in my humble opinion, the album kind of goes to shit on side 2. I mean, the band was in massive conflict, but side 2, it really starts feeling like it ends well and it starts up, but it really starts feeling like they just kind of stopped giving a crap. They were like, let's just get this album done so we don't have to be around each other anymore. I mean, they did a song called Greeks Don't Want No Freaks, and it's one of the crappiest, laziest songs I've ever heard, at least from that era, from a band so well regarded. But, these guys needed to get away from each other for, 14 years. That is what came in the mail, and I don't know if I have any more coming soon. However, I just got paid today, so I might buy something. I am trying to build a collection here, so...
We did it at 8:05, and it goes at 9, so it should be okay, because they should be making the order,
Yeah.
So it's... Person's just gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, flashy. So, video was a little cut up and I cut some audio out because while I was opening this, my girlfriend was on the phone having a conversation with someone. But yeah, this is REO Speedwagon, Life as We Know It, 87, I think? Well, blur, yeah, 87. And I definitely feel like this was kind of when REO Speedwagon was kind of starting to lose, starting to kind of fade a little bit. They'd had success with their previous albums, and ooh, look at that shine though. That is pristine. However, I enjoy this album just as much as their others. Yeah, all 5 songs on the first side. I mean, you're not gonna like this unless you like REO Speedwagon. REO Speedwagon is kind of one of those polarizing bands. They were very prog rock in the 70s, and so, once they started going a little bit more mainstream, all the neck beards and Access TV show rock people are just like, hey, freaking REO Speedwagon, they freaking suck. I've learned to, hate those people so much, even though we have common perspectives on music, because they're just as a side note, me and my REO boys, I'm standing on guard for my REO Speedwagon. I get so tired. They're the dudes that, they're around now, but they look like they're trying to dress like they're members of Leonard Skinner or something. They all have the long hair, and they're all like, hell yeah, rock, brother. And they're like some of the worst of the freaking worst, because they're these people that, they just can't handle the fact that people have different perspectives in music. And I'm sorry, if you're one of those people that thinks that your perspective on what is good music and what is bad music is not your opinion, but an unshakable truth, you got a problem. And that's how a lot of these guys are. And they bitch about the Eagles. They bitch about REO Speedwagon. They bitch about any band that doesn't just stay a progressive rock band. It's like the people that hate 80s Genesis, but just freak out over 70s Genesis, Peter Gabriel era Genesis, which I love both. But I'm sick of these prog rock purists
that just there's no room for anything outside of what they like. It drives me nuts. These bastards were around in the 80s, and like they're still around. They're making YouTube videos now. Some of them are middle-aged people that were around when this music was big. Some of them are young people, and they just annoy the shit out of me. And I'm saying that as someone who is an appreciator of progressive rock, among other types of music. Am I right? See? Exactly.
So anyway, that's my new REO Speedwagon. Just let these bands do the music they want to frickin' do. God. Game. Oh, it's hefty. This is the one my girlfriend really wanted to see. I have to leave for work in 3 minutes, so I would cut this open. But I'm gonna have to come back later and do it. Blast. I'd have known that was here earlier. Alright, well, I'll be back after work, I guess. And I'm back. And it's only been like 4 hours because I got cut super early because Eternals, which just came out this weekend, that ought to date this video, is just not quite doing the business it was expected. It's a process. It's always a process. Now, this is something that, even if I was collecting vinyls like 5 or 6 years ago, this is something that would have never even been anywhere near the top of my list. But times change. So I am elated. And this is actually in pretty good condition for how old it was. Ooh, and I got a thank you note. It's always nice when the eBayers go an extra mile for you. And obviously they're, you know, running a business. They want to keep people satisfied. But and this wasn't even that expensive. I think I only paid like 13 bucks for this, plus a couple bucks shipping and handling. Credence, CCR, my boys. Again, something I never would have gotten a couple years ago, but your appreciations for certain things grow or change or become something. I don't know, I'm trying to be a little too philosophical about this. But yeah, this is their Chronicle album, so this is like their greatest hits album. Like, hell yeah. 2 vinyls, CCR, 20 songs. Hell yeah, brother. Ooh. Oh. Aside from these random dust bunnies, this honestly looks like it's never even been played before. I can only assume they're both like that. I'm not gonna pull it all the way out. Yeah. Look at that sheen. And it's so interesting because there's actually like, to the middle part, there's like marks. Like it's been slightly, like not really damaged, like it's not broken, but like there's like marks, and like it's even more so on this one. But the actual vinyl part that you play is like in flawless condition. But like you can see, like if you look right, like here in the middle, there's like some marks. Like it's been beaten up towards the middle, but the vinyls themselves are like completely unblemished. Some other sucker spent 24 bucks on this back in the day, and I got it for almost half that much. Patience is a virtue. This is still got like the, you can see it's still got like the plastic wrap around this. So yeah, it's like somebody bought this, opened it, and then we're just like, nah. But yeah, it's got like every single one of their hits, so it's like exactly what I would be, me and my girlfriend would be going for. 2 vinyls. But yeah, look, even the interior of this is like pristine. It's crazy. Hell yeah, brother. Alright. It's November 15th now. I forgot I had another vinyl coming in the mail that I bought. Maybe because the one I bought after this actually came way before this. This took forever to get here. And box was a little bit messed up that it was in, but yeah.
a little beat up on the outside, but I guess everything's supposed to be fine. I had it mailed to my girlfriend's family's house because any packages we just have sent there, because we live in an apartment complex, who knows how many people wander by and might take your shit, you know. So, no unboxing, but this is, well, it's a Survivor album. Now, I have 3 of their albums, but I really wanted to get, because you kind of need to if you want to collect their stuff, their Eye of the Tiger album, which one of the first CDs I ever bought was Eye of the Tiger. And this case has seen better days. I always check the pictures. If there's no pictures of the vinyl itself, then I don't buy it. So I'm not really that worried about cases in rough condition. It's all about the vinyl and its playability. Let me see that. Oh, ooh, I like that. Yeah, I don't know. See that sheen? Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, so the vinyl, even the sleeve here that it's in, is in pretty decent shape. So for all the violence exhibited against this, even the R on Tiger is like almost ripped away. For all of that, the vinyl is in pretty much flawless condition. This is a running theme with a lot of my vinyls. Outside cases beat to hell, but the vinyls are in flawless condition. And you know, I like finding I'll find like videos at Movie Badness, the video rental store here, and some of them are literally DVDs taken off of original film reels, so you'll have the like countdown thing at the start. I love that stuff. In fact, I did a video on my channel where I showed some copies of old noir movies I have that at the start. But anyway, another addition to my ever-growing vinyl family. Survivor, Eye of the Tiger. I believe that's 82. Yeah, 1982. And so we'll see what the future holds. Obviously, financially speaking, I don't really buy vinyls unless I'm like making enough money that I have this extra cash left over. And it's like, hey, what do I want to spend that extra cash on? Very rarely have disposable income. So whenever I have the opportunity, I add to my ever-growing collection, which is just in a pile on the floor over here for now, because I'm still kind of organizing and reorganizing. Each time I find a new one, I gotta find the spot where it's supposed to go, since I keep it all alphabetical. I got kind of screwed on hours the last 2 weeks. I don't know what the next week's gonna look like, and then Christmas is rapidly approaching, so I'm gonna be having to spend money on Christmas presents, so I don't really know when I'm gonna be buying vinyls again. I mean, then again, I might actually, you know, for Christmas, I might be like, hey, buy me a vinyl or two. But we'll see. For right now, I'm not spending any more money on vinyls. I just trying to be smart with my cash and save up for Christmas presents and, you know, food, rent, bills, that crap too. It has come. I haven't gotten a vinyl in about 2 weeks, and my girlfriend's parents gave me some cash on my birthday, and I figured, okay, it's just cash, I'll just have it, you know, buy something I want at some point. But then I decided, no, I'm gonna spend it on something that I really want to get, but can never really justify buying because it's just too damn expensive. And that is vinyls by a particular band that I love. And until tonight, actually in my possession, I have had no albums by this band. And that is a damn tragedy. I've bought record albums, like, I like this album, so I want it on vinyl too. You know, there's like, oh, get this on vinyl, get this on vinyl, get that on vinyl. But this is something I specifically have always wanted to get on vinyl. My dad had this album on vinyl, and I should have stolen it when I moved away. This is one that I specifically wanted to get on vinyl. The first time I ever heard it was on vinyl. So, and I remember being mesmerized by it. And oh, it's like a dream come true. Okay, they just put
I thought it was really thick. They just put extra cardboard in here. Anyway, that is my favorite Pink Floyd album, Animals. I've wanted this. Like, I want other albums of theirs, but this is the one I really freaking wanted. So bad. There's no experience like listening to this. Like, a lot of albums I listened to for the first time on vinyl, because my dad had a big vinyl collection. I'm like, oh, I want to hear this band, then I'll go see if my dad has any albums by them. Oh, he does. So there was a lot of albums I heard for the first time. All the Beatles stuff I heard for the first time on vinyl. And a lot of Pink Floyd stuff, and just a lot of other bands. But the only album I specifically remember the whole experience of listening to it was Animals. My parents were out of town. I was home alone. I was like 15, 16 years old. I listened to what is one of my top, like, 3 favorite Pink Floyd songs, which is Dogs. And, like, it put me in, like, a real bewildered state, because I was home alone listening to that stuff. It blew me away in kind of a frightening way. Yeah, I remember this casing with the lyrics. Vinyl was put in. What state is this vinyl in? It looked like it was in pretty good condition. Yeah, it's not flawless, but I think it's playable. I swear to God, if this album skips, I'm gonna find Robert, beat his ass. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Oh God, I'm just happy to finally have this. This is a whole other ball game. Now, this is one of 2 Pink Floyd albums I bought with my birthday money. I mean, I went a little bit over. I got like $40. I spent like $55. But again, in the end, I spent $15 of my own money and got 2 Pink Floyd albums. And Pink Floyd's vinyls are just so freaking expensive. So I have another one coming in the mail that could show up anytime in the next like 3 days. And it's December 2nd today that I'm getting this one. And I think they said by like December 5th or 6th, my other Pink Floyd album is coming. So you'll get to see that too when it comes. All right, get ready, you lovely scumbags. My just got this delivered. I don't know why I was looking at the door. I'm like, my door. Well, I guess that's where this came through. Second piece of my birthday party celebration and gutter cleaning notice. Anyway, I got two things in the mail. Or I bought 2 things for my birthday, both vinyls. Obviously, I just showed you the other one I got, Pink Floyd Animals, and now I'm going to cut open the packaging. I'm not going to cut open the vinyl, obviously. I'm not a lunatic. Yeah. Son of a bitch. And I wasn't planning on getting this, but for what it is, I found it for way too good of a price to pass up. And this was something I would want to get eventually anyway. Now it's in 3, well, it's the case and then the sleeves. But I got The Wall. The Wall. Pink Floyd's The Wall. Just in case you didn't know. So there's just the case, the iconic, just the wall, the brick wall. And, oh, yep, the iconic interiors with the wild art done to accompany. And then, of course, the most significant thing, the vinyls themselves. So it's a double-sided album. Is that the term? I don't know why I'm forgetting it right now. And, yeah, I mean, this has seen a little bit of wear, but not looking too bad. Not enough wear that I think it'll skip or anything like that. But no, Pink Floyd albums, you pretty much can't, they're really hard to find unless you get like Gumma or an album that's not that great. Which there weren't a lot of Pink Floyd albums that weren't that great. But they're hard to find for under like 20, 25 bucks. And I found the wall here, again, double-sided piece here for $19.99 from some schmo in Phoenix, Arizona. I say schmo when you were kind enough to send me this, and packed it pretty well and tight. So I'm very happy to finally be getting some Pink Floyd stuff. The main reason I avoided getting Pink Floyd stuff is because it's so damn expensive. But because I got a little cash money for my birthday, I said, what the hell? I'm going to get some Pink Floyd stuff. I wanted to get Animals and Wish You Were Here. Those are the two I wanted to get. But when I saw this for only $19.99, I had to jump on it because, you know, especially popular double-sided albums. I think the most money I've spent on an album was The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, the Genesis album, which is also a double-sided album. I spent like $30 on that one. So I just couldn't pass this one up. And that is the newest addition to my record collection. Now, I was going to ask for some more vinyls for Christmas, but I ebbed and flowed, and then I ebbed a little more, and I decided, nah, I want movies, which is usually what I ask for on Christmas. I'll worry about getting my own vinyls in the future, but with Christmas forthcoming and having to spend money on Christmas stuff and admittedly getting kind of shystered, that's the right term, on hours the past couple of weeks leading into the big Spider-Man premiere that's going to happen before Christmas at my workplace. Funds are going to be a little bit tight, so I'm probably not going to be getting any more vinyls for a little while. So I think this is a perfect place to wrap up this addendum, this little extra installment in relation to the two previous videos I did where I was showing off my record collection, showing you my newest additions since I did that video. Welcome to the family. You and Animals go beautiful together. I might listen to some of that later. But yeah, if you want to see, I finally got my... These are my girlfriend's vinyls, in case you're wondering why there's just some over here. And these are my Electric Lights Orchestra albums I need to get sleeves for. So they're just kind of sitting there protected. But you can see, this is my ever-growing vinyl collection going from here to here. And these are actually all my old CDs. I have 3 CD binders. I might even go through that sometime for my channel. Why not? I mean, now that CDs... You know, when I bought these, they were still a common thing, but CDs are becoming so... You know, I feel like CDs are another, like, 10 years away from becoming, like, kind of what VHS is now, getting more nostalgia towards them and all that. So, people might like that. I still have a lot of them. In fact, I have some of my CDs in this bag, too, I think. This is just a mix of CDs and DVDs. I think it's mostly just CDs in that bag. But anyway, that is it for this installment. Obviously, I'm always going to be adding to this collection, and it's ever-growing. But... this is the first time in a while where I'm like, you know, it might be like a month or two, if not longer, before I actually buy any more vinyls. So this is a good spot to wrap for this little addition to the story that is my growing vinyl collection. So thank you all for stopping by. If you're new to the channel or you haven't done it yet, remember to give the video a like if you like it. Share it around if you so desire. Remember to subscribe if you like what I'm doing. Helps my channel grow. Obviously, subscriptions is the primary thing. I got some links to this channel. I got a link to my Patreon if you want to help me out that way. It makes it easier for me to do the content that I love to do. And it's also links to my Facebook, my Instagram, Reddit subreddit pages, all that fun stuff. So all that said, from my home, the home of my vinyls, this has been Steve, the Amateur Historian. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next time.